We have dogs. Hair gets everywhere.
Okay. Trouble with stuff ain't right, huh? Welcome. First show in history with the smartest news in the world. Your host, Mr. Brainiac. Come on, people. Wake up. All right, what do we have for you? Of course I'm unorganized. This stuff doesn't work right. So, okay. Hopefully you can hear me. No. Yes, you could. And more. Okay. Stock market's rigged. Excuse me. The stock market is rigged. Okay? The day the stock market came out, and the way me prove it is count it backwards. The day the stock market come out, 666. I can almost, yeah, I do got it memorized. Because it's pretty easy what happened that day. It was down 666. Okay. The numbers before that were 233. That's Skull and Bones number. Numbers before that were 55. That's the go ahead signal in case the other two numbers come up. So 55 is all systems go. The numbers before that were actually the dates of the football that was canceled. The football was canceled. And my notes are scrambled. I have to turn the light on for me to see. All right, football was canceled on the 6th and on the 17th. That's your first number. Well, okay, it doesn't add up. Okay. What happened was coronavirus, the first outbreak was on 11/3. So on 3/11 is when it was going to happen. So on the news, they said the canceled dates would be, and they were communicating through the news and through the football and everything. They said they were going to cancel April 6th and April 17th. That's your number 23 for the first digits of the stock market drop. Second digits are 55, all systems go. Next digits are 322, which are Skull and Bones. That's that Illuminati crap. Skull and Bones, George Bush, all of them. They've been rigging the stock market. There's more proof. All right, you don't think so? You can check it out. There's a couple places out there and sites you could find. But check it out. 23, 55, 322 was the stock number, and it was down 666. 23 was the first two footballs. Okay, I can start over. Virus come out on 11/3. The stock number on 3/11 was the first two numbers were the football cancellations. 6 and 17 is 23, the first two numbers. Second numbers are 55. All systems go. Third numbers were 322, skull and bones. And they were down 666 that day. They've been rigging stock markets. On 9/11, before the buildings come down, stocks went crazy. Super. There was tremendous load of people, somebody doing something. Some illegal transactions going on. That's why they had to bring down Building 7, because that's where all their information was being held. There's a couple things Building 7 was holding that it didn't get hit with the plane. It was holding the Enron scandal, the Citibank scandal, and all the information on all the bankers and everybody that was going down. They had to take that information out. George Soros is Illuminati. He's part of this doing this. George Soros made $1 billion when he started out over in Europe. He bet on the stock markets to dump. You can bet on stock markets to drop, but you have, to do that crap. But you got to be within, it's like a gamble, a long shot. But you got to be within so many points. Well, he made $1 billion over there. And then he come here on 9/11. They made billions of dollars on 9/11. And now on this, they made billions of dollars. How much people lost money on that day? The money doesn't disappear. It just goes to the people, other people. You lose yours, we get ours, and then when stock comes back, you lost. But we gain again because we got yours, what you lost when the stocks come back. What they do, come back the next day, or they've been rigging the stock. 23, 55, 322. 3.22, but still. All right? March 1st had a stock forecast of 666. They've been throwing that 666 out there and throwing signs out there, and nobody's been figuring this out. Well, that's fine. I didn't figure it out for a while. Okay. I need a little more light for this. I wanted to go over one more thing here. That Dianne Feinstein. There's a video out for her. There's a video. Go to Citizen Investigation. And they got one right now going through Dianne Feinstein and all her corruption and her rise to power. These Democrats, and they got a video on there that shows you. In 1970, they were praising a man called Jim Jones. Oh, he was, all the Democrats praising him. Got his picture with the Carters and all the top diplomats, all the Democrats, all the top crooked people. He had his picture with. Well, we thought Carter was okay, but Rosalynn Carter got his picture with him. They could have been fooled. But from what I've been finding out, I don't know. Anyway, Jim Jones. Oh, well, that's no big deal. Jim Jones was one of the worst mass murderers in the world. Okay? He's the one that did that island crap. You remember brain freeze. Remember when people got on an island and they were didn't write the island down or whatever? Basically, they got on this video, if you go to it, Citizen Investigation Report, it shows Jim Jones, and it's got him on tape saying that he's gonna, in order to, whatever the word was, he was gonna infiltrate the church. Infiltrate the church. You remember you guys probably don't remember, but there a bunch of people ended up drinking poison, this and that, and then we show up and they're all dead. Jim Jones It was in the 70s. But Jim Jones also declared to be Rush. You know, he invited the Communist Party over there and everything else, and they declared the place communist, the first American communist. Yay! And the communists were, you know, Russia was cheering this. It's back when Russia was evil, back in the 70s. Got new leaders now. Putin, Trevet. Okay, so Diane, you go to that. Dianne Feinstein, they got a lot on her China connections. Dianne Feinstein's driver was a Chinese spy that got busted and then fled the country. They shipped him out of the country real fast, didn't they? She's got connections to China. She sold out to China. You go to that video, it tells you right there in the 70s how she'd say, oh, our connection with China, and we're their sister city, and this and that. These people been selling you out, man. Figure it out. They've been selling you out left and right. They've all been doing it. And nobody can snitch on anyone because they'll just turn the other person in. All they'll do is make a phone call. I got stuff on you. You better get him off my back. And then they call in feds or call me and they break you. These people have been doing this for years. He was praised by all the Democrats in the 70s, and he turned out to be the worst mass murderer in the world. Come on. Figure it out, people. Look. Excuse me. Don't leave you like this. I lost my train of thought, of course. That's what happens. All right. They've been selling you out for years. They've been doing all kinds of stuff. I had more, and it was really good, too. I'm going to have to delete this part, won't I? Oh, okay. In 90s, could have been 80s. The leader of the Democratic Party, oh, you know what it was, not too long ago. It could have been maybe 10 years ago. The leader of the Democratic Party, one of the leaders, the chairperson of the Democratic Party it was, her and her husband got nabbed because they had a woman in a cage and a dog cage on the ground. You know, one of them cages. And she was in the cage. I want to make sure I get the story right. They had cages, and they had a guy in a cage. Well, when the guy was in the cage, they were cattle prodding him. And they were raping his wife in front of him. Could have been just a woman. It might have been his wife. I think it was just a woman. Sometimes I correct myself because I don't want to get things wrong. So they were cattle prodding this guy and torturing him and raping the woman in front of him. And they got caught. And Tony Podesta's statement was, we will not condone anybody's use of torture getting out of hand. The Democratic Party's been busted many a times for this stuff. For having devil worshippers and all these mass murderers in their crap. For years, they've been KKK, they've been mass murderers, they've been busted doing all kinds of crap. I'm sorry, but if you're KKK, man, that's some devil worshipper crap. If you're a man and a woman of the leader, Democrat, chairperson. She was a chairperson, and I think he was in the Democratic Party too. And they were doing that. These people are sick. We have to figure out who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. Okay, some of them are good, some of them aren't. They're breeding maniacs and putting more maniacs into power. So that way they have more control and nobody is snitch on them. I'm sure there's stuff in these people's past that probably popped up. Now, if you don't think so, what's going on down underneath the tunnels, all right? Here's a video for you. Actor Jim Caviezel? I always get that wrong. I'm always being corrected. Jim Caviezel. You remember him? Action hero. Really, really cool. He actually did the Mel Gibson movie, The Body of Christ. He played Jesus. And I didn't know that. I want to see it now. Good man. Never believed in God before, he does now. He did this video with Tim Ballard. If you go to actor Jim Caviezel and Tim Ballard of Operation Underground Railroad, if you type in Tim Ballard, it'll all pop up. They talk about it, and they tell you there's more people in slavery today than ever in history. And that's what they say. And these are Christian people, and they're telling the truth. He's the man, this Tim Ballard, he's the one that goes down in the tunnels and saves the kids. He's the one saying there's millions out there. He's been in front of congressional committees and said, this is what's going on. And he's told them, trying to get them to build that wall because he actually saves people all the time. So he's not saving anymore because he's trying to do videos so he can bring this out to the light. You know, if they need him, I'm sure he'll go in. But he's making videos because he wants to bring all this out. Because there's so much to bring out that you people don't understand. You got to hear them. They're saying there's millions. Millions in slavery right now. And they said more people in slavery today. And that's no offense to, you know, all that other slavery crap. More in slavery today than ever in history. And probably all combined. There's more people and more slavery. That's how bad it is right now. And we just don't know it. There's always been slavery. We know that. He says, when he goes to either in this one or a congressional committee, and that one he particularly says that there's millions of kids that need to be saved. He went in front of a congressional committee too, and he says, in one of these, he says that he saved a girl. And she says that she was raped. Excuse me. She was raped in between 2,300 to 2,700 times between the age of 13 to 17. And he says that's a common thing. It's common. That's what these girls are going through. And this is what we're trying to bring to light. It's common. Everybody better stand up. You better start looking. One time is too many. And these kids need to be saved. He saves these kids and they're catching them at the border. That's why you need a border wall. So they funnel in through that border because if they can't get through, they're going to try to get through. They have to. And if they don't capture them, then That's too many times, people. That could only hurt a Christian, I guess, huh? Democrats don't feel nothing. These people don't care. You tell me that story, man, that hurts me just to hear it. I've seen the pictures. I know what's going on. Don't doubt me. I got more proof. Raped 2,300 to 2,700 times. And he says that's common for these victims in between the age of 13 and 17. All day long. They're child trafficking. I hear New York is super bad. Some of these girls are saying you could walk past a building and that could be the building that you're walking past right there. We have to start opening our eyes. It could be down the street. It could be anywhere. I don't think it's near me because if it was, I'd be running in there. I don't care. If this would have broke, I was going down into the tunnels. Yeah, suicide mission. Don't care. There's nowhere else to go. They had us. I'd rather attack where they don't know I'm coming. Try. Maybe I could get one out. And then go back and get more. Get 10 out. I don't care. If you need the Q Army to go underground, we'll go underground. We don't care. We're ready. Q Armies around the world. Estimation right now, I don't know. They say around 2 million. We have to wake up. You have to start checking this out. I'm going to keep screaming every day at these Democrats and at people. Open your eyes. Please. For the kids. Where we go one, we go all.